how's it going, everyone? So right now we have the LYTE Onyx PC, and we're going to test out GTA 5. So we're going to see how it plays, different settings, streaming, low settings, high settings, ultra, like a whole range of different stuff, see how it plays the game. So let's check it out. So right now we're going to take a look. We have it set up as all pretty much high and ultra settings right now. As you can see, we're stopped, but we're getting like 103, 105 FPS. This is, again, on high and ultra settings, and we're also recording right now, so this is going to be how it is while you're streaming, pretty much. So, like, since we're recording, it pretty much works the same way as streaming with OBS and all that stuff. So that's going to be a lot of how it plays on high and ultra. Let's start to pick up some speed and see what happens when we're actually, like, moving around and doing stuff. So as you can see, it's bumping down towards the 95 range, still really, really smooth. And that's while we're just cruising around. Let's see what happens if I hit a bus. Let's see. Let's find your local. Oh, pole will do. Jump down to like 85, 90. Really didn't change too much. What other options do we have here? Explosions are something that really is demanding on the GPU and will bring down your FPS. So you can see right there, we start getting explosions happening and we're at like 70, which is still really good for high and ultra settings while streaming, and tons of explosions. There's G-Wagons blowing up everywhere. So right now we're still in high and ultra settings and we're getting like 115 FPS. Just like super smooth, 115 FPS. We're running around. Punch that person. Yeah, now we're down to 98. When you hit someone, but other than that, we're still like 100 and something FPS, so super smooth. Let's bring the settings down a little bit so it's not all the way on everything like high and ultra, and see what kind of FPS we can make happen. So right now I have all the settings turned down to like pretty much everything on low. So like pretty much, again, everything's on low right now. So again, while we're streaming, we're getting like 160 FPS while I'm just staying here stationary. As I start to look around, it drops a little bit more towards like 145. Drops over, if I give it a ton of stuff to render by looking over there, it drops down to like 135, 137. So let's see how it is when we start to drive around. So really smooth, my gosh, like 130, 140 FPS. Really smooth. And again, if you're not doing any streaming, you'll get even higher FPS than all of this because we're recording right now, so that takes a little bit. It drops the FPS down a little bit. Very smooth. Let's see if we can find a bus this time around as well. You know what? Let's see. I might just find that same tried and true pole. Here, this will be good. Oh, it didn't launch me. Oh. 110 FPS when you head on a taxi, so really solid FPS overall. Just really smooth. I'm liking that. That is super smooth. I'm gonna try to launch some explosions like we did last time on Ultra, and see what happens. So let's see. 120, I just launched that. 110 beforehand on high and ultra was on like 75, which was still really smooth, especially for launching this. On average, on high and ultra settings, it seemed like we were getting right around the 95 to 130 FPS range. Right now, on all low settings, we're getting right around 120 to 160 FPS. So really, like, with those two numbers, I personally would probably play on all high and ultra, because you're still going to have really smooth gameplay. And then have a little bit better graphics, a little bit more distance scaling, all that kind of fun stuff. So there is like the pros and cons to all that. And again, if you're not streaming, you'll get a higher FPS than both of those numbers, because we're testing it right now like while streaming. So if you're not doing any of that, you'll be solid. If you are looking to get into streaming, this is a really solid system. As you can see, you'll keep really high, stable FPSs. So even while you're gaming and streaming, your viewers will still get like a really smooth gameplay, and overall would be a really solid option without like totally breaking the bank. So that is the LYTE Onyx PC, and this is GTA 5, showing you guys a little bit about how it plays the game on a bunch of different settings: low, medium, high, ultra. Again, this is all while streaming too, so it gives you a little bit of insight if you're looking into doing any streaming. But that's about all for this video, so if you have anything else, you can feel free to reach out to their agents or check out more videos in the LYTE Onyx system. Until next time.